Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Massar along with Tim Stanovic. Let's take a look at some stocks that were on the move in today's session. We're joined by Bloomberg News equities reporter and deputy team leader for U.S. equities, Carmen Reinecke, with Stock Movers. And not a surprise, we got to talk about Apple.
Yeah, Apple was one of the biggest ones that we were watching today. This is ticker AAPL. The stock fell. It ended the day down 1.5% after unveiling its new iPhone 17 lineup, which included the Air design, which was much skinnier than the previous phones. It also improved the device's durability and camera technology. I guess we're seeing that investors, weren't super impressed with this lineup. This is a big event, for Apple because it really drives sort of what the next season of buying of these phones will be. iPhone is important. It's the biggest moneymaker for the company, and we've seen a few years of slowing demand. So really all eyes were on the Air. Something that might have been sort of a sticking point for investors was the price. So the standard iPhone will stay at $799. The Pro model will be more expensive, up by $100, and the new Air version will cost $999.
Whoever thought that every couple of years we might be spending $1,000?
Apple wants it to be every couple of years. I think the challenge is it's now every 4 years for people.
It is longer.
Yeah. Hey, the AirPods Pro model that was announced today with heart rate monitor included, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they are the creep
going into
health,
yeah.
Right? And it makes a lot of sense. Hey, speaking of health, UnitedHealth is another one, Carmen, that you're watching. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, so ticker UNH today gained 8.6%. This is the highest since May for the stock. The company said that it expects most of its Medicare Advantage members to be in highly rated plans that will earn bonus payments next year. And this is good for its health insurance business. So UNH is the biggest seller of private Medicare Advantage plans. These star ratings are really crucial. It sort of fuels demand and then higher reimbursement from the government for customers. So preliminary data showed that about 78% of members will be in plans with at least 4 stars, which is the threshold for earning bonus payments. So investors were happy about this. A faltering Medicare strategy is one of the reasons that it actually slashed its outlook earlier in the year, which contributed to a pretty big sell-off. The stock was down more than, or at least 37% through Monday's close. So this was definitely, some news that investors were looking for around these plans.
Yeah, it's been really depressed, as you pointed out, the year-to-date decline. So interesting to see some move to the upside and seeing investors finding some interest in UnitedHealth.
Well, speaking of moves, Oracle moving in the after hours, the company out with earnings. What's going on?
Yeah, so ticker ORCL. Shares are up 23% right now. This is a huge jump. If this holds over to tomorrow at market open, the stock will be well above a record high set just I think in the last month. The company in its earnings posted a huge jump in bookings in the last quarter. Some of this I think was a little bit expected. We know that they had signed a very large deal with OpenAI. Still, RPOs, a measure of bookings, were $455 billion at the end of the fiscal quarter, which was up from about $138 billion at the end of the prior quarter. So that's a huge jump. There was also some really good cloud infrastructure revenue forecast numbers, so that they said that they're basically going to continue seeing, expanding growth from that business line item in the next 5 years. And that's obviously huge. This is a huge AI story, and it's just showing that Oracle's seeing, lots and lots of demand.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.